Hello, 8th grade students at Indian Creek Middle School. This is Mr. Roush. We're going to be talking about World War I in Social Studies, Chapter 23. We're going to start off talking about the causes of the war itself, and new technology and weapons, the United States' involvement in the war, and what side they were on. We're also going to be talking about the war at home and what to do after the war so that this would never happen again. Today we're going to take a look at Section 1, which is what were the causes of the war. Many of the people think that it's the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, but there was much more to it than that. One of the main causes of the war was nationalism, or a feeling of intense loyalty to one's country or group. You could tie this in with sports, where many people are very loyal to their team, will argue or even fight to defend it. What was happening was Germany was growing in power in Europe, and some of the other countries were getting scared of them, scared of their growth. Their actions were challenging the powers of France and Great Britain, who were always a big force in Europe. Many smaller nations also looked to become independent. A lot of the smaller ethnic groups looked for protection from larger nations. That's when some of the larger nations would fight to become rivals over control over the smaller groups. For example, Russia was the protector of Europe's Slavic people. Serbia was independent, but millions were under Austrian-Hungary rule. Russia and Austria-Hungary became rivals over the influence of Serbia. Right over here. Another cause of the World War I was imperialism. Imperialism is when a large empire is looking to extend their economic, military, or political powers over others. This made them more powerful, and they were able to spread their influences further. The larger empires were greedy and always were looking to expand. Great Britain and France had many colonies overseas. Germany, Italy, and Russia wanted to increase their colonies as well. Since there wasn't many colonies left to extend to, there was often conflict over the powers. One of the other causes of World War I was militarism. Militarism is developing a larger military and using it as a tool of diplomacy. As the nations competed for colonies, they strengthened their armies and navies to protect their interests. Many countries wouldn't mess with a country with a large military. So if one nation would build up their military, the others would feel threatened and would build up their military. So, for example, Great Britain had the largest and strongest navy in all of Europe. Germany saw this and wanted to build up their navy. This led to Great Britain expanding their navy and becoming even better. That didn't go unnoticed. The United States, France, Italy, and Japan also decided to strengthen their navy to compete with Britain and Germany. One of the other main causes of World War I was the alliance system. This is where nations got together to form a pact to protect and defend each other in case anyone attacked or messed with them. This is almost like a big brother or a group of friends. If someone messed with Drew, I'm sure Davis and a bunch of others would have his back. That's basically what they did. Each nation had each other's back. So there were two major alliances. The first was called the Triple Entente, and they were the Allies. It consisted of France, Great Britain, and Russia. If you see in the map, these are all the blue countries. Up over here, there's Great Britain, France, and Russia. Now, the other alliance is the Triple Alliance, or the Central Powers. This consisted of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, which are these three right here in the red. The next we have some crisis in the Balkans. The Balkan Peninsula in southeastern Europe was the site of many nationalist and ethnic rivalries in the 1900s. This was also known as the Powder Keg. There were so many ethnic rivalries and countries arguing over territory that it was about to explode. While many of the nations were arguing over territory, the Slavic nationalists hoped to unify all the Slavic people in the region. There was a big dispute between the Slavic people and Austria-Hungary. The Slavic people desired independence in the neighboring nation of Serbia, which supported the Slavs and opposed the empire of the Austria-Hungary. So down in the Balkan Peninsula, everyone wanted something different. Russia wanted a direct route to the Mediterranean Sea. Germany wanted a link to the Ottoman Empire, which is now the Turkish Empire. And Austria-Hungary was so angry at Serbia for stepping over them and trying to rule Bosnia, which Austria-Hungary had taken over. So, with all the militaries getting stronger, all the alliances, the imperialism, and the nationalism causing all the problems, all it needed was just a spark to ignite the powder keg. That spark was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. He was shot June 24th, 1914, while Ferdinand and his wife were visiting Bosnia. While riding through the streets of Bosnia, a man ran up and shot both him and his wife, who later died on the way to the hospital. The man who shot them was Gavrilo Princip, a member of the Serbian nationalist group. The rulers of Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for the assassination and sent a letter with harsh demands to Serbia. When they didn't meet those demands, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia July 28, 1914. This was supposed to be a short war, but it all spread due to the alliance system. So since Austria-Hungary was picking on Serbia, Russia decided to prepare for war. This led Germany to declare war on Russia. And 2 days later, Germany declared war on France. Germany also invaded Belgium and broke a treaty in 1839, which led Great Britain to declare war on Germany. If you look at this political cartoon, you have Serbia saying, if you touch me, I'll... And then Austria says, if you make a move, I'll... And then Russia, if you hit that little fellow, I'll... And then Germany, if you hit my friend, I'll... Then you have France and Britain kind of running after him, say, if you hit him, hi there, if you dare. So this is kind of what started the war, was a lot of the different alliances, militarism, all of that stuff all together just kind of blew up with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. And now there's going to be a big war because everyone has each other's back. Okay, so now the Great War had begun. The Allied powers of Great Britain, France, and Russia were on one side, and the other side were the Central Powers of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire, which ended up becoming the Turkish Empire. A lot of you might be asking what happened with Italy. Italy decided they didn't want to be a part of Germany and Austria-Hungary anymore, so they went over and joined with the Allies a year later, after being promised land in Austria after the war. And Japan also joined the Allies in August of 1914. There were many other countries that joined the war, but these were the big ones. The three allies were Great Britain, France, and Russia, and the Central Powers were Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire or the Turkish Empire. So to help you remember the main causes of World War I, they spell out main. So the M is the militarism, which is where they were building up the military. Whenever one country would make their military stronger and greater, all the other countries thought they would have to do that as well. So the next one was the A, the alliances. On one hand, you had the Allied powers of Great Britain, France, and Russia. And on the other side was the Central Powers of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire or the Turkish Empire. So one of the other causes was the I, or imperialism. Imperialism is when a larger empire is looking to extend their economic, military, and political power over others. This made them more powerful and were able to spread their influences further. And the last cause of World War I was nationalism, or the N here. Nationalism is where you have a feeling of intense loyalty to one's country or group. So if you put all these together, the militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism, Throw that in with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and you have yourself the beginning of World War I. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And tune back in tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the war itself and the new technology and the warfare and weapons that were involved. Thank you. Have a great day.